From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hello everyone, Mike Kruger here in for Brian Wilson. He has the weekend off, so you get to see my face. You also get to see this reminder. There is a free Weather NorCal app if you didn't know about it. Just go to your app store, search for Weather NorCal, download the app for free. Everything Weather NorCal has to offer is available right from your phone. All right, so let's take a look at the weather headlines. Not as hot this weekend, but still hot, right? Especially in the valley. I do expect, though, tomorrow to see some isolated showers for especially the extreme northern portions of Northern California. We'll get into that here in a second. Also, a mild start to next week. Monday is going to be the coolest with mid-80s in the valley, believe it or not, but big heat heading our way after that. Here's your neighborhood forecast at a quick glance. Yeah, not bad. I mean, it's still hot, like I said. Low 90s for the valley, 70s and 80s for the higher elevations, and upper 50s for the north coast. Now, you'll notice here, north coast, Siskiyou, Modoc County, all have that chance for showers tomorrow. We'll take a closer look at Futurecast here in just a bit. But look at the winds tomorrow morning. Still a little breezy for the northwest side of the valley, but everywhere else, not a bad start to your Sunday. But the winds will pick up. Gusty westerly winds for the eastern mountains, gusty winds for the northwest side of the valley, possibly over 30 miles per hour. Look at the wind shift for Sunday, coming more from the south for the coast and a bit on the breezy side as well. Now we go into Monday morning. Once again, still a little breezy off to the north and east. Not too terrible for the coast, and a little breezy for the north end of the valley. Monday afternoon, those winds picking up. Still breezy, especially around Redding, over 20 miles per hour. Not too bad, but those north winds will return on Monday for the coast, and strong westerly winds once again off to the east. Now, the humidity is something we monitor as well when we're talking about fire danger. And it looks like for Sunday, they're actually increasing, probably over 20% in most cases for the valley. Now, we take you into your Monday, and it looks like we're actually going to see those drop a little bit, but still right around 20%. So what that all means for our fire danger or fire weather risk is we combine the heat, humidity, and the winds. So as we go into Sunday, we're still barely within that moderate range. You see just the light shades of yellow? That's kind of just barely getting into that moderate range right here. All right, then we take you into Monday, and it'll probably be the same situation. Again, the wind's a little breezy. Temperatures are dropping though, so we're actually going to be looking at more in that low category for the valley. So fire weather risk is dropping, which is certainly some great news. Temperatures though, they will eventually start to increase. Here's the overall pattern here. We're going to be looking at cooler air to our north, warmer air to our south. So we're kind of in between, and that's why our temperatures aren't too terribly hot out there. Now these systems are passing overhead to our north, and that will bring us a chance for some showers on Sunday, and even the valley possibly on parts of Monday as well. But by next week, there's that ridge of high pressure building in. Now remember, I was talking about the European and the American forecast model not agreeing. They're beginning to get more in alignment. So what that begins to tell me is that we're starting to get a better handle on those temperatures and have a little bit more confidence in those forecast highs, which we'll see here in a second. But as we go into Thursday and Friday, what we're going to start to see happen by the end of next week is this warmer air, heat, is going to shift to the south and east as this cooler air here begins to push eastward, allowing our temperatures to finally drop again. So when we look at the trend here, again, it peaks for the valley on Wednesday. Really sometime around Wednesday, Thursday. Again, these numbers are probably going to be adjusted over the next few days, but we're going to peak around Wednesday, Thursday before we start to see some drops in those temperatures. Now, the overall trend for the mountains, the same for the mountains. I'm just picking Alturas here to give you an idea. There's that dip on Monday. Temperatures will peak Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then they will start to drop towards the end of next week and into that next weekend as well. Now, we look at the coast. Now, the coast is going to be looking at a dip on Monday. So same semi-trend for the coast. It's just not as dramatic, right? But we're in the upper 60s, maybe even some low 70s for places like Crescent City, for example. But with all that being said, there is an excessive heat watch for Tuesday. So it won't start until Tuesday through Thursday with highs between 95 and 107. Now you're probably asking, why is there such a big spread in that forecast high? Well, the 95 will be in the outer perimeters outside of the valley, right? When you get into the higher elevations, won't be as hot. But as you get into the valley, closer to 105, 106, maybe even 107 for that daytime high. Now, the National Weather Service, what they do is they issue what is known as these advisories, these excessive heat watches and warnings. You'll have to forgive me here. Hold on one second, folks. My computer is having a hard time. Yeah, it's having a hard time. Let's see. Give it a second here. It might load up, and I'll give you. There we go. It's been having some problems here. I'm not going to stop the recording. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep this pretty raw. All right. So the National Weather Service puts out these heat risks. Now you can see for moderate. Moderate means it affects most people sensitive to heat, especially if they don't have proper cooling or hydration. So that's the case on Tuesday. That is when it's going to start. Now it looks like as I advance to the next map, yep, it's going to work out properly here. Now we go into a major heat risk for the areas in red. What that means is it affects anyone without proper cooling or hydration. So just a reminder, if you're happy and healthy, you're in your house with air conditioning, great. But there are a lot of people out there who don't have proper cooling or even hydration. And that's when things can be dangerous out there with that heat. You're stuck in a house without proper cooling, it can get dangerous. And so we need to be aware of that. So take care of your friends, your family, your neighbors who don't have that proper cooling, not to mention maybe not enough water either. And that's the case on Thursday. You can see it gets a little less widespread, and then conditions should improve by Friday. By the way, we're talking about the heat. Can't forget about the sunscreen. Use SPF 30 or higher. Also, especially if you're in the water, you need to reapply every 2 hours, and spend time in the shade and wear light clothing if you can. That's always a good idea. All right, let's talk about our chances for rain out there, because as we go into Sunday, we're starting Sunday morning off just some clouds to the north and west, and eventually we're going to get clipped by a system passing through the Pacific Northwest. Del Norte, Siskiyou, Modoc County, those are the best chances for just a few passing showers. Nothing major. Don't cancel the outdoor plans. Just know you might get just a tad wet. And there you can see northern Humboldt County, part of that as well. Now let's take you into Sunday night. Look at this. Even the valley seeing a chance for some showers. Better chance for showers, maybe some decent measurable rainfall out towards northwest Del Norte County. Then we go into about 5 a.m. See, we're seeing just some scattered light showers. Again, nothing major. Most of us are asleep and in bed or just getting ready for the day early Monday morning, because even the valley may see some passing sprinkles, a light shower. This is nothing significant. And even the mountains, right, off to the north and east. Then by 8 a.m., it's really beginning to dissipate and it's gone. So it's really going to be a Sunday night, early Monday morning event. Nothing heavy for most of us, with the exception of maybe Modoc County, Del Norte County. And then it dries out by Monday afternoon. Let's take a look at those wave heights. Looking pretty good for your Sunday. But what you'll notice here, you see this? This is that next system coming in. Now this is going to allow our wave heights to probably increase on Monday. Most likely at that point we will see more small craft advisories. But of course just the possible showers here for tomorrow, with south winds at about 5 to 10 knots. All right, so for tonight, we've got those temperatures upper 50s, low 60s in the valley. We've got mainly in the mid to upper 40s for the higher elevations, upper 40s out along the coast. All right, let's go and take a look at your Trinity County neighborhood forecast. Those temperatures in the low to mid 80s, 77 degrees for Ruth. There's that chance for showers on Monday. For the north coast, some morning showers on Monday, but really to the south here, I think you'll be dry tomorrow. But as you head north, now we're seeing the chance for showers, especially Del Norte, northern Humboldt County. That's for Sunday afternoon, and then of course Monday morning. But the inlet areas, for the most part, you're dry on Sunday as well. Siskiyou County, you got a slight chance for a few showers here and there on Sunday, not to mention on Monday morning in particular, but Monday afternoon it should be dry. Let's take a look at Modoc County, and of course also seeing that chance for a few stray showers here and there through the day on Sunday. Early Monday morning, Monday afternoon is dry, and then it's warming up for next week. That's the big story next week, right, is the heat wave. Temperatures will be in the 70s, even some 80s for the eastern mountains. Dry for Sunday, chance for some of those showers Sunday night into Monday. And your valley neighborhood forecast, yeah, low 90s. It's going to be hot, just not as hot as we have been. And yeah, we can't rule out a stray sprinkle, light shower late tonight, Sunday night that is, early Monday morning. And then there's that heat wave coming in for next week. There you can see 86 for Whiskey Town for your Sunday, 88 for Lakehead, 92 degrees for Palisadro and Red Bluff. And we take a look at that 7-day outlook for Redding. There you can see we're dropping. I mean, Mother Nature is playing games with us, folks. Down to 85 degrees on Monday. Maybe a shower in the morning as well. Nothing heavy. And then we go from 85 to 101 Tuesday, 107 Wednesday, and then temperatures start to slowly drop towards the end of next week into next weekend.